right, today we have a RadioShack scanner. I have a soft spot for all the old RadioShack stuff. And I saw this at a local thrift shop, and the guy at the counter said that he doesn't even think it works. He tried to get it to turn on, but said if I was interested, a couple of bucks, I can have it. So what the hell, I grabbed it. So I guess we'll give it a quick look over. Came with this power supply. And let's take the battery door off. See how that goes. Well, these batteries came with it. Yep. And corroded, so that's not a good sign. So let's get these out. It's corroded, but not terrible. At least here. Let's get these other guys. Oh, this one's really past it. From 2010. At the time, 15-year-old batteries. I bought it last year in this, and he was surprised it didn't work. Well, before I try using the power supply, since I do have fresh batteries here, we'll give that a go. Going with the super quick fix, hopefully. You know, I have some deoxit right here. Why not use it? I'll be the first to admit, though, I don't know if something meant for oxidation deals with corrosion the same way. But besides the corrosion, there is rust, which is technically oxidation. Well, something came off. All right, what batteries do I have here? Hopefully these are newer than that. And make sure everything is turned off. There is a little switch here. So the switch looks to be the choice between alkaline or some kind of rechargeable battery, NIMH, nickel something or other. And it looks like it's in the alkaline position, but it does mention jack in the middle. So maybe it's a free position switch, which would explain why it didn't work for him when he plugged it in, because he didn't have it in the external power switch or in external power mode. So we'll test that too. All right. Will it turn on? Well, what do you know? This is the squelch button. Let me zoom in. I think I have it on weather. All right, I'm gonna go figure out a frequency that should have something. Okay, so don't judge me. I had another one. And I knew I programmed it a couple of years ago, even though I didn't really remember how I did it. So this is pulling in the weather channel. Not well, but it's doing it. So the test will be, will this pull in the weather channel? Oh. Okay, I'm going to call it functional. If it's getting the weather channel, it'll probably get other frequencies. If anyone would like to see me try that, I'd be happy to. And I'll just do a short video. But for now, what I think I'll do is try the power jack. So let's see what kind of memory it has. Not much of one. So now we're no battery and 9 volt, and this is a 9 volt adapter. Hopefully the polarity's set properly. And I'm guessing we won't see anything until I move this little switch. I'll even cheat by turning it on as I move this, before I move the switch. All right. Just in case there's a polarity issue. And there we go. So it's almost like a little dip switch, I guess. Well, or maybe it was just a polarity all along, because now I've moved it into the battery position, not in the middle position that says jack. And it comes on. It's just a little delayed. I think this thing deserves to have the batteries in it for a while. All right, for once, a quick video, not one that's hours and hours of my life fixing one of these guys. If you'd like to see more on this unit, let me know. I'll dig up the manual and we can do a tour of its capabilities. Maybe we'll find out which is better, the Pro 528 or the Pro 89, which the Pro 89, lower number, but it actually looks kind of newer. Both of these need a cleanup. I don't know if anyone wants to really see that, but I will clean them up. So let me know if you want to be there for it. or if you have any other suggestions. Until then, see you next time. Like and subscribe and all that stuff. It helps. Or if you really don't like it, then, just don't tell anybody. Thank you. Take care. Bye.